Hi guys, it's Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial on a succulent on my template 72. A while back, a couple of months ago, I did post a picture tutorial under my saved highlight stories on how to make this cutie using my template 72. But it's time for a video tutorial. A client needs help and I am here to show her how to make this succulent. Because I can understand actually when I made that picture tutorial, because I was making a set for a neighbor because she has succulents in her master bedroom, I had to recreate this one actually here, which I had made, I want to say like 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. And I'll be honest, if I don't really use that template a lot, I can forget how to make it, you know, so it's always nice to refer back to like the picture tutorials or the video, especially video tutorials. So I was pretty much on that picture tutorial. If you've watched on the saved highlight story, like I tell you, like I'm pretty much recreating this one again to see if I can get it right. So, you know, it's an okay video, but our picture tutorial, but I was like, you know what, she needs help and I am here to help her. So whenever you guys buy any of my templates, most of them have tutorials, guys, videos or picture tutorials. For the most part, I've tried to get all of them videos, but I have so many templates that it's been hard. But all of them have tutorials, but it's either a picture or a video. This one did not have a video tutorial. And I know some of us learn better with videos, and you know what, to the rescue, I was like, don't worry, I will make a video for you showing you how to make this succulent. So again, if you have one of my templates and you're like, Karina, there's no video for it, please message me and I will make one for you, okay? So let's get started with template 72. So this is a succulent that we will be making, but when I first originally made her, this is the succulent that inspired her, which was this one, template 72. As you can tell, she has a lot of petals. 22 exact for template 72, 22 petals. So that's a lot of petals, because if you notice succulents, they have a lot of petals. So this is the first succulent that I created with her, and I was like, let me play around with her petals, and that's where this one came about. So this one also has a saved picture tutorial. I promise I will get I will get to a video on this one. This one's beautiful. I've gotten so many requests on this one, and it's very hard to tell right now because now that fall's here, you know, the lighting, you can't see, but I did paint her petals with pan pastels. You guys have seen me use these a lot. I definitely recommend these if you want to paint your petals. So she will have a video soon. I promise. But for today, we're gonna go ahead and make this cutie right here, who's roughly around 5.5 inches. Now, she is available in hard copy, PDF, and SVG. If you have the SVG, guys, and that goes with any of my templates, if you have the SVG, you are able to manipulate the sizing. I will give you the original measurements, but you are free to downsize. I know a lot of my clients have for other of my templates. You can resize those petals to your liking. So if you want this flower smaller, all you would have to do is just size down those petals, okay? So let's get it started and let's talk about materials. So here is my template 72. So she has 22 petals. Now you're probably looking at her and she does look familiar. She is similar shape wise to my template 6. Template 6 is a very popular template that I tend to use a lot. But the only difference with template 6 is that the petals are wider. And for this particular succulent, I wanted them more thinner. So the shape is a little bit different. Trust me, I tried making that succulent with a template 6 and it just did not work. So I had to create this new one, template 72. So again, you receive 22 petals, but for this tutorial, you are going to need the first 7 petals. So here's the thing. Under that saved highlight story, remember I told you I was kind of winging it, remembering I had said that you needed the first 6 petals, but the more that I think about it and I rewatched, I was like, oh, that's right. I had lost a petal. Do you spy her? This one, I had lost the second to smallest petal. And that's why I had thought you needed the first 6, but actually you need the first 7 petals, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to put those to the side. So you're going to need your petals You're going to need whatever you're going to use. I am using cardstock. I'm using this beautiful neon green from the brand Printworks DIY. So if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, I will have the link below to this. I believe it's their neon cardstock pack that they have. You can find them on Amazon. It is 65-pound weight. I'm going to use a wooden dowel to curl my petals. This is optional, but I am going to be using my fondant molding cups. You've seen these a lot if you're a follower of mine, to shape my petals. Sorry, out of breath over here. So I am going to be using, I will also have these linked. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, I will have them linked below to take you straight to Amazon, along with this rolling. So this is I'm going to use this, guys, for the last petals to kind of give more of that cupped look. Again, this is optional. You don't have to do this, but if you have something in hand like this, go ahead and grab that. Glue gun. I'm using my Shervani Mini Detailed Glue Gun. You guys know this is my go-to. And my Westcott Carbo Titanium Scissors. All right, I think that is it. So let's talk about how many petals you need of each. Okay, so you guys ready? Largest one, you need 16, because the first and second layer are going to have 8 each. Okay, 16, 6, 5, 5, 3, 3, and 3. So let me tell you again: 16, 6, 5, 5, 3, 3, and 3. All right. So let me put that out of the way. And here are my 16 petals, which is the larger one out of the 7. So let me show you how to prep these 16. You're going to get your wooden dowel. You are going to give these petals a curl inward or forward, however you want to, say it. Cut in the center. Add a dot of glue. Crisscross, just like that. Okay, so this is what you want to do to all of your 16 petals. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so here are my petals. So we are going to start off with 8. So I'm going to go ahead and add a very small dot of glue. And I'm going to place the next petal. So your goal here is to go around in a circle, okay? And so again, the first layer is going to need 8. Now I'm adding a very small dot of glue, because not always do I get the placement right. The circle, sometimes that circle in the center comes out a little funky. And that way I'll be able to lift the petal up if I have to adjust. Okay, so just a very small dot of glue. And then just continue going around. Oops. All right, let's see. Here's my 7th petal. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and secure her. And this is what we want, gluing those 8 petals. So now that we have that first layer, go ahead and same color. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out a circle. Does not have to be perfect. I'm gonna make her a little bit smaller. Okay, get your glue gun. And place her in the center, just like this. All right, you guys, so now that we placed those 8, now we're gonna go ahead and get our next 8. And we're just gonna add glue in the center, or in the back. And then you're gonna go in between that first layer. All right, you guys, so there are the 8. So again, so the first petals, we needed 16, so 8 and 8. So we are on to the next petal. We're going to repeat the same process on how we are going to prep her. So for this one, we need 6 for this size. So I'm going to go ahead and prep all my petals the same way, just like this. Give it a curl in the front, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so here they all are, all prepped. So this is the second largest of the petal, and again, you need 6. So now we're just going to place them around in a circle. Does not matter where you place her. The goal here is just to place her around. All right, you guys, and there you go. As you can see, I have the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we are on to the next petal size. Let me go ahead and find her. Repeat the same process. We need 5 of these. You are going to give her a curl, center cut, just like that. Add the glue and cross. So I will be right back once they're all prepped. All right, guys, here are my 5. So we are repeating the same process. You will be going around in a circle. So I'll go ahead and do that. And don't worry about the spacing if it looks funky. Again, if you really study succulents, they're a little funky with the petals. All right, so there are the 5. So now we are on to our next petal, and she also requires 5, and you are going to prep these the same way. So as you can see, this flower is very easy, or at least I think, to do. You pretty much prep them all the same way. So just like that, and you will be gluing these in between that layer, because remember we had 5, so now these 5 you're going to go in between. So let me go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and glued those 5. So now we are going to go to the center part of the succulent. So now for this, I'm going to be using my fondant molding cup, and I'm going to be using my stylus. Now, if you don't have these, you can just go ahead and give those petals a curl, just like how we did with the other ones. But because I want more of that cupped look, I am going to go ahead and be using this. So let me go ahead and zoom in, hopefully, so you can get a better look. So this comes in a 3-pack, guys. So actually it was 6 of them, but they're double, so 3. It just comes with 3 different sizes. So again, I will have that link. These are fondant molding cups, so I just like using these to shape my petals. So you're going to get your petal, you're going to get your ball stylus, and then you are just going to give them a push. And do you see that? Do you see what it does to the petal? That's exactly what we want. So we're going to do this for the remainder of the petals. And then you are going to give the cut in the middle, just like we did with the other ones. Place your glue. And then cross. So this is what we want. So let me show you that again. So there's the cup. And you're just going to give her a press. And maybe you can find things around the house. Actually, so I want to say almost 2 years ago, I had to make a peonies. I don't know. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that the right way. And I wanted the petals because, you know, with them, the petals are closed in. And at the time, I did not have these. Do you want to know what I use? So my daughter had a Doc Mix Stuffins, the doctor kit. It was like the one, I think, to put in your ear to see the temperature. It kind of had like this ball stylus thing like this. I actually used that. So I actually used a toy as this tool. And then for the cup, I think I used, it was like a candy plastic container that I had that came with a candy. And so again, what I'm trying to say is try to look around your home, and maybe you have a couple of bowls or something laying around, and then try to find something that has like this sort of ball shape and use that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of the petals, guys, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so they are prepped. So here are the first 3. So your goal here is to place them in a triangular form. So it does not matter where you want to place them. So I'm trying to see how I want to. So there's 1. Here's 2. Now, what does come in handy are your wooden dowels, because sometimes it's hard to get those fingers in there. All right, so there's 3, and let me just show you what I meant triangular form. Do you see 1, 2, 3, kind of like a triangle? That's the teacher inside of me, guys. So there is the 3. So now you're gonna go in with the next 3, and now you will be adding these in between. So again, it's going to get a little bit harder once it starts closing in. So if you have a wooden dowel, use that or something to help you press down. And wooden dowels, you guys can get them at any craft store, guys. Or at least every craft store I've gone, they've had them. Even Walmart and Target. All right, so there's those 3. Do you see them? Right there. So now we are on to our last cuties, and you will repeating by going in between those 3. Well, this is going to be a little bit tougher though. Trying to squeeze those fingers in there. All right, there's 1. And just warning that you will most likely, just like me, get glue on those fingers. All right, there's 2. And there's 3. Ah! I'm not kidding you, it gets harder. Let me use that wooden dowel. Make sure they're all pressed in. Ah! Pressed in. And all right, I think we are done. All right, you guys, and there you go. Here is a shot so you can see her. And there you go. Now, here is another option, because some of the ones I've done with this, you could, if you wanted to, use the molding cups to kind of give the petals, all of them, a crinkled look if you wanted to. But if not, you can just do that. But yeah, look how cute she is. Love her. So if you want to make larger sizes, then you would repeat the same process by picking 7 different petals, but you got to make sure they're in consecutive order, and then just follow the same steps. Now, if you want to make a smaller succulent than this, remember, if you have the SVG, you can go ahead and just manipulate those images to smaller so you can create different sizes, okay? But remember, I did use the first 7, the first smallest petal, so she is roughly around 5.5, 6 inches, depending, again, how you have those petals closed in or not. Will depend how big she is. But again, if you want to make her smaller, you will definitely have to resize those petals if you have the SVG. All right, guys. So I hope you found that helpful, my template 72. So remember, you can make this style, and if you want to learn how to make this style, you can also find that tutorial, the saved picture tutorial, under my saved highlight stories on Instagram. So for the templates, please visit www.arielelisedesigns.com. So template 72 available in PDF, hard copy, and SVG. And again, any questions, you can DM me on Instagram or my email, arielelisedesigns@gmail.com. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.